Hello, let's talk about drawing pens. Now, I have just a small selection here of the numerous pens that I have. But these are what I would consider drawing pens. So I have the Pigma Microns, the Pigma Graphic, I have some lay pens, and then I have this Pentel Stylo. This pen is very weird looking, and I don't know that I've ever properly used it, but it looks like this, and it just makes a very fine line. It dries very quickly. I think it's like archival and not water soluble, but I don't understand this. I do not understand the nib. I think I bought this at an art supply store. I was just walking through and went, that's a cool black pen, I'm gonna grab that. Same with when I bought these, I was doing Zentangles, which I think are still a thing. They're just not like super popular like they were. So I think I bought all these pins for Zentangling, which then I quit doing. I had a huge like 3-inch binder of all these patterns that I had printed out, and I was a member of this like club where you got all these patterns, and then just like everything else, I got tired of it. When we were moving, I actually threw that big ass binder away because I didn't really have room for it, and it weighed so much. But I kept all the pins because they're just black pins. So this was the Pentel Stylo. Then I got these two La Plumes. They're both permanent alcohol-based ink. They're by Marvi Echidna of America. And I don't know that this is very helpful, but this thing is gigantic, like super huge. It is a rounded tip. It is just a fat marker. It has a very firm nib. This one is the same style, it's just thinner, which I think is why I got them both. It's a very black ink as well, firm nib. But these complement each other well, but I think I bought them separately. I don't think they came in a pack. I think I bought them separately because they have individual barcodes, which also doesn't really mean anything. And then, of course, our good old Pigma Microns here. So let me separate. I have several of these graphic. Alright, so I have do I have more than one brush? Oh, I do have more than one brush. Okay. So I have two brush, and then a number 1 graphic, and then I have a Micron 01. So these three are brown, or I guess they consider them sepia, and then the rest are black. So I did another video about brush pens, but there's the brown. Oops, dang it, I bumped it on the side. Try to never bump your brush pins because it messes up the brush. So we're gonna put these two brush pins away because it has its own video. And then, so for the graphic, which I don't know why these are called Pigma Graphic, this one especially, maybe because it's so giant, but these two are brown. So this one is very similar to the La Plume. You can see how wide it is. It's got a little fuzzy on the end. And then this is just an 01, which is just the standard size micron. these two are brown. We're gonna put those aside. So in the others, I have a couple of 01s. Oh, here's another brown one. It's an 05, which I think is the other kind of standard size for a micron. So I have two 01s. I have an 005, an 02, an 03, an 05, and an 08. So 005. And see, you can't even see that nib. The nib is smaller than the nib holder. Okay, then we have the 01. Let's see, that one's about the same size as the nib holder, maybe a little bit smaller. Okay, so we have two 01s, 02. Not a lot of difference between the 01 and the 02. You can see this one's much closer to the size of the nib holder. '03, you're starting to see a little bit of difference in the size. I don't know if there's an 04. I probably got these in a set. It was probably like a manga set or something. So that's the 05. Let's see, that one, you can definitely tell the difference there. And then this is the 08. That's the big chunky boy. I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if there's even a 6 or a 7. But these are the set that I have that came, I'm assuming because I also have the brush, that it came in a manga set. So we'll do these just so you can see. This is the 01. This is the 05. And then this is just a 1. So there you go. That's my set of drawing pins. I really felt like I had another pin similar to this one, but I don't see it. But let me look one more place. Okay, I was wrong. I forgot about all these other pins. So this is the pin I was thinking of. Professional Waterproof Technical Pin. It's by Accurate, and I'm pretty sure this one came from the same art supply store, but I think it's red. Nope, this was black. So this one is very similar to these. It's a 0.5. We'll just put this back in this pile. I also have another Accurate technical pen, and it's a 1.0. And it is dried out. We'll turn that one upside down like these other guys. Then I have see, we have these. Oh, got this one. Alright, I forgot that I had separated my pins out because not everything fits in the little bag. Do I have one of these now? I feel like there should be another one of these. A blue one. Well, I don't know what happened to the blue one of these, unless it got messed. Oh, here it is. I was gonna say unless it got messed up and I just threw it away. Here's the red pin. Okay, so apparently I had a ton more drawing pins. So let's start with these. These are the Zig Millennium. And these are all black. And it looks like they have about the same sizes as the Pigma Microns, which I think I bought these as an alternative to Microns because I hate these are cheaper. So let's just see what these look like. So these are an 005. It's a little darker, but you see how teeny tiny that is. And I'm just going to throw everything back in this drawer so I can put it back away. We have 2 01s again. That one's a little dry. I wonder if this one's dry too. Nope, that one's a little wetter. An 03. Okay, the thing I don't like about these or the Microns is I'm not somebody who holds my pen straight up and down like this. I hold at an angle, and when you hold these at an angle, you don't get any ink. And I have 2 5s. I wonder if I bought them at different times, or if they came in like a manga set again, and so they gave you 2. So then that one's getting a little chunkier. And then we have the 08. Which is a chunky boy. It looks even chunkier than that one, honestly. But these have nice, rich color, just like those. Really no difference. Then we have the Nano Liner. These are by Royal Langenickel. And these are all 02s. But they come in color. So 02. See, this one doesn't even write. This is the black one. I think I quit using these because they didn't write well. Yeah, see, none of these even work anymore. Oh, the blue one works. Alright, so we're going to turn these upside down in my cup. So everything that needs the ink to move to the bottom is in my cup. Okay, we talked about this. This needs to go in there. Oh, what did I do with the blue one of those? Sorry, I don't know what I did with the other technical pin already. Oh well. Okay. Then I have this thing. I don't know why I bought this. It's a calligraphy double header by Noya. And it has a very firm, nice calligraphy nib. It has that side. And it has this side. It also has this pocket clip, which that's kind of in your way when you're writing. That's kind of annoying. I mean, I guess if you hold it like this, where the pocket clip is in between your fingers, this is at the right angle. But still, that's annoying. So I don't know why I have that either. So this is the red pen I was looking for. It's the Pilot Ultra Fine Point Permanent Type No Xylene. And it is pretty small. A little fluffy on it. And it's red. No variation in line, but because it has like a felt end, you can write straight up and down or at an angle. I already wrote on the other side of that page. So we have these, which are Pro Max Ultrafine 05. I think these came from Dollar Tree. You can see these are kind of gunky. They don't write very well. If these don't work, these are going in the trash. Because these, I'm pretty sure, came from Dollar Tree. That one works fairly well. But even it looks a little gunky. So you've seen how many pins I have, these in the garbage. Have several of these, which also came from Dollar Tree. The Right Dudes Infinity Writing Tools. But you can see the nib. And once again, at an angle, nothing happened. Straight up and down. You're good. I have like 3 of these, so these must have come in a pack, and I'm 99% sure these came from Dollar Tree. Here's a Gel Extreme Y and C Gel Extreme. May have also, it was a pen I bought open stock because it had a barcode on it. And this one looks like just a super fine point gel pen. It writes at an angle or straight up and down. I probably bought this to write with, but it also would make a good drawing pen because it's so fine. Here's a Sharpie pen. This was the first pens they came out with before the S-Gel. This one's a clicker. It's blue. This one also, you have to hold it, you get a little bit on the side, but you have to hold it straight up and down. I had a whole bunch of these and I quit using them because I don't write straight up and down. These two, oh, I thought they were similar, but they're not. So this is the Pilot Fine Liner. That's all it says. And it is just a little kind of bullet nib. Get a little bit fatter line on the side. That's like kind of a almost a gray black, which I'm not a huge fan of, which is probably why it was in the drawer and not in my bag. This says, oh, this is a Pentel sign pen. A lot of people have heard of these. These are pretty well known. A lot of people like them. Very wide. You can get, if you know how to hold it, you can get line variation. I don't know how to do that, which is why I was so stinky at the brush pens. And here's another pen. It looks like maybe a brush pen, but also I think it's a paint pen. It's an oil-based paint pen. I'm not going to use it very much. It's very fat. You can see how wide that is. I think this brand is Michael's. But I don't want to use it too much because these are usually very stinky. I also have friction pins because I have a, I think it's called a Rocket Book. It's the reusable notebook. So you write on it with a friction pin and then wipe it off. I don't really like friction pins because I don't like how they look. Because that's very gray to me, almost like it's not putting ink down. And I know that's part of what makes it erasable, but I only use them in the Rocket notebook when I'm using it. Here's a random opaque marker. It's white. Not very opaque, and now it's got gunk on it. Yeah, I think this was a dud. This came from Hobby Lobby because it is a Recollections broad, large. Yeah. That's probably why it's in here and not in with my other pins, my other white pins. Here's a Jelly Roll clear star. I think it's shiny. Yeah, I don't know. Everything else in here is just a regular ink pen. I have this cute little Guinness pen my sisters brought me from somewhere. I don't know. It writes pretty good though, I think. Yeah, it writes nicely. Oh, it did. That was the end of its life. Alright. Well, oh, I have this pen too. So it pops out, and that's what pops up the end. It has a cap that has like a little keyring holder on it, but right now it's got black in it. The inks. So it came with colored ink. It had all the different colors. But when I reordered, I was only able to order black and blue. And I bought it to keep in a bag. It's very cute. I mean, it's very tiny. My hands are small, but and then it pops out. This grip feels nice. It's a triangular grip, so you're always holding it. I always hold it with this up. You can see how much ink is in there. And it's just a really cute little pen. There's a lot of ink in these. You can see how fat these refills are. And I've had that pen for a very long time too. I'm not even sure how long I've had that pen. And I was really surprised when I was able to find refills. And I think I found them on Amazon. I don't see the lid, so it may have finally gotten lost after all these years. Because I never really used it, because I was so scared that it was going to pop off. Because it clipped onto this tiny little thing here, and I was so scared it was going to just get knocked off. So I may have finally actually lost the lid. But this is one of my all-time favorite pens, just because it's so cool. It's so little. If I start carrying a journal or a notebook again, I may figure out how to put this with it just because it's so small. Alright, well, thank you for watching. And if this is the last pin video you see, thank you for watching all my pin videos. If you would, please like, comment, subscribe, follow. Thanks, and have a great day.